Hey guys, this is Restless Wrap Up, aka not the Walking Dead after show. Because seriously, you spoil it, I will ban you for life. So let's get started with Restless Wrap Up.
Into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
See again, here's the sound. It is not The Walking Dead. It is The Young and the Restless, and I'm gonna have to keep repeating it because I swear to God, guys, if you spoil it for me, I will ban you for life. But
my, she means it.
I really do, because I have to keep saying this, because I'm here for you guys. I am Lacretia Lyon, your host, and you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one. But I am not here by myself. I have my lovely co-host here.
Lucretia, tell them what you really think. Hi guys, I'm Abby Scott, and thank you guys for tuning in and not watching The Walking Dead, but watching Lucretia and I. We appreciate it because we love The Young and the Restless. You can follow me on social media, Abby Scott1. Let's be friends, or as the tweens say, BFF. I don't know what that means, but they're always like, BFF me, BFF me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I get that it means best friend forever, but how does that work as like a verb? BFF me, BFF me. It just sounds like dirty.
It sounds dirty. I don't know about those 9-year-olds being dirty, but yes, I don't know.
There are 9-year-olds on social media? What does this world come to?
Absolutely. Everyone has an iPhone or an iPad now, but that's a whole other discussion. But yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll talk about Genoa City this week.
You know, it was exciting, but then not exciting all at the same time. It left me feeling very, I don't know, dissatisfied, maybe is the word.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like something is missing to me, and I just can't put my finger on it. It's not like The Flash where I was like, something's missing, and then Dr. Wells pops up, and you're like, that's what it was. But with this, I'm just like, there's so many elements that are still there, and to be honest, it's within the last 2 weeks, so it's not a Justin Hartley, Adam sort of thing. It's just that something seems really off, and I guess it's because this was sort of the end of Charles Pratt Jr.'s writing, and we're going to be transitioning into the new writer soon. I'm hoping that could
could definitely be it. Yeah, I think that they're torn between the storylines right now. They fully haven't revealed with Sully that, you know, the situation with the Sully situation. They haven't quite revealed the situation with Chloe, sort of with the nightmare / dream that she had, and she said Adam, but they need to really, you know, just put it all out there because there's been just too much anticipation, and it's starting to get like, okay, we're ready for the reveal. We're ready for Sharon to get hers.
Yeah, and I feel like, okay, are y'all just dragging this out so that it can all be revealed on Sweeps Month? But yeah, as I say, it feels like they're dragging their heels. Our Melvin fan says in the chat, Y&R has been boring for the last 2 weeks, and I tend to agree. I mean, you know, there's these bright moments, and I know everyone says, I love Billy too much because I love Jason Thompson, but that's it. He is really the bright spot of what's going on right now. And then Patty, I'm loving Patty, but so much of the other stuff is just like, okay, get
I was so excited when I actually thought Patty was out and then she was going to terrorize Sharon and then, you know, she was in the kitchen. It's like, seriously. But hold on. Demo, thank you. He likes the leopard. Wow. Hey. But yeah, I was so excited that Patty was going to finally get out and let everybody know about Sully. And then unfortunately, she was found in the kitchen.
Yeah, I did like that, you know, it's now implying that maybe someone else knows and is messing with Sharon, because like I say, I would rather see Dr. Anderson come back and be the catalyst in the storyline, you know, that she wasn't really dead, because then it would mean Patty didn't kill her, and we could have more Patty, but, you know, they tend to always want to keep her crazy, just like Sharon.
Yeah, but she really wants out of there. She is pushing Paul. She was, like, almost in tears. Like, she, like, you know, was like, get me out of here. And I feel her on that, but she needs to start acting a little bit more sane if she wants to get out of the loony bin. I'm just, like, excited for it to happen. It's like, I just want the reveal to happen. I want Nick to find out. I want Chelsea to find out. I want them to finally just get together. The whole, like, wishy-washy. At least Chloe and Kevin finally kissed. I know I'm all over the place, but at least someone's kissing here. Let's get some action, you know? You're just waiting for that. Yeah,
because as I say, there's literally not been a lot of action, and not just the sex kind. It's like, what is going on here? And Demo points out in the chat, why aren't our pickup when Sharon's secret comes out? Because it's like, that's just a huge umbrella story. But it's just like, hurry up.
They're jumping all over the place too. You guys are just like us today. Demo, Hillary is going to war with Victor. Girl, good luck. I know Victor's like, he could buy all of Genoa City, so he threatens to buy, GC Buzz. It's like, Victor, we know you could buy everything, but props to Hillary for doing that, because I think she was literally saying everything I was saying last week. It's like they were asking for it.
Yeah, I hate to say I actually liked Hillary this week, but we'll get to her in a minute, because if everybody still wants to talk about Sharon and Mariah. So, basically everybody thinks that Mariah, they feel bad for, like I say, I feel bad for Mariah too, and Dylan, because Mariah's trying to help her mother that she has just found. And, she's never had this family. So that's her point of view, is trying to fix this family. But like Demo points out, Dylan's going to dump her when the truth comes out, and that's probably what's going to prompt him to leave. And I don't really want to see him leave on a bad note, like go crazy or something. But I'm totally cool with him being like, I'm done. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised to see, how Dylan exits the show and what happens to Sharon, because I know everyone is going to hate her. And like you said, probably they're going to understand where Mariah was coming from, because it is her mom. And she has given her mom good advice. She's told her mom, please just tell them, be in control of this. Because if Sharon just lets everyone find out, it's going to be bad. But, her and her crazy eyes, it's going to be bad.
Everyone says, Sharon was in full crazy-eyed mode this week. Because, that's the thing, is Mariah's not been, just completely on board with this. She keeps telling her, it's going to come out, it's going to be bad, you need to be the one to say it. So Mariah doesn't want to be the bearer of bad news, because, again, there's no benefit for her to be the one to say it. And it would hurt her even more, because then she loses this relationship she has with her mother that she's never had before. So, as we say, people are going to understand her point of view. But Sharon, it's like, no. And I love that people are like, please, no Sharon reunion.
I know Demo and Dulaman, please no Nick and Sharon reunion. Yes. I think eventually that might happen.
I hope not.
And I felt a little bit of someone called them an old married couple. I forgot who said that to them. Not Chelsea. It was someone else that called them an old Stitch. Yeah. Called them an old married couple. But they are, they argue and everything. But I think Nick still has his eyes on Chelsea as of now.
Yeah, I was so glad that they added that scene in there with Chelsea at the hospital with Nick, because it's like, okay, I so thought they were steamrolling to a Nick and Sharon reunion, and I'm like, for the love of God, no. No. I mean, I don't think I can say no as many times.
Really?
Because I don't, right now in this story, she is lying about who she thinks is his kid. Yeah. We all know it's Adam's, but she doesn't. And that is so effed up.
Yeah.
And
they may be leaning towards that because they want Nick to be, to not completely X Sharon out of his life. So they want to build their relationship and show how strong their relationship is, so that when it is revealed, that Nick is a little bit more understanding and doesn't just say, Sharon, get out of my life.
I only hope he does that, just because it's like Sharon does need to face the consequences, because this, again, is her lying about one of Nick's kids. And the fact that it was so quick after the whole summer debacle, it's like, no, if he's not furious, I'm like, Nick, don't be such a pussy. And I love, it's our Melvin fan points out, I hate that Mariah and Nick's relationship is going to be ruined after this. I don't think Nick is going to blame her at all. Yeah. I feel that this could actually bring them closer together and more of that father-daughter relationship, because she's going to feel so bad, and Nick is gonna be Nick and know that none of this is her fault, and that she's just trying to keep the family together. And like Demo points out, Nick is gonna take faith away from Sharon when the truth comes out. Again, I hate to see a child taken away from their mother, but I could see, Nick did that over the summer debacle as well.
Yeah, you know what? I think Nick is a really nice guy, and I think he's going to be understanding. But of course, there's going to be drama. Of course, there's going to be repercussions. I think that Sharon will probably end up going to jail or going to the loony bin, but I think she's going to get out pretty fast because she's one of the main characters on the show. I don't think they're going to continue without her. And maybe that's why they're, like I said, that's why they're building the strong relationship between Nick and Sharon, to show that, you know, he is going to be a little bit understanding. Of course, he's going to be upset, and probably having Chelsea also on the I Hate Sharon bandwagon, it's going to be hard for him to not get upset with her. But I don't know. I think it's going to end up okay for Sharon, because it always does, right?
And that's the thing, is like, Sharon always winds up on her feet. And again, it's like, but how many times is too many times for her to be lying about people's kids and playing God? And like, I feel that Chelsea is going to be in an awkward spot because she knows that Sully is not Nick's and is going to have to reveal that. And, you know, he's going to be upset with her at first, not telling him the truth. But at the same time, he's going to see her point of view just like he does with Mariah. But with Sharon, you're past the point of wanting to keep your family together. You should have said something, you know, and Dylan would have understood. Everybody would have understood. But it's to the point where, you know, as Aaron Brody pointed out, right, Sharon has surpassed being the victim. You know, and that's the thing, is in the beginning, she was a victim too. And had she just said something, nothing would be a problem. But yeah, like Demo says, Noah will turn on his mom too. But yeah, and our Melvin fans are right. No one always forgives his mom and has her back in the end. And that's why we need Noah, because I feel that Mariah was going to have Sharon's back in a way, but at the same time is trying to distance herself and try to make, you know, amends with the people that she hurt by keeping the secret. Noah would be perfect to come in and still have his mom's back, just because he hasn't been there for the whole situation and tends to always have Sharon's back. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think Noah should definitely come back. Giselle is asking where he is. I don't know. They need to bring him back. They're probably, his character is going to come back after the reveal with Sharon. Then he's going to come back in the picture because she's probably going to need someone to have her back, and he's probably going to be the person, because I think everyone else is really going to be not happy with Sharon, and I'm not happy with Sharon. I think that's a really vindictive thing to do. I don't understand why she's trying to play God. I don't understand any of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
where do you think she's coming from with wanting to take Sully? Like, where, like, get in Sharon's mind right now. What is she
all right,
thinking?
so I'm gonna need to be insane for a minute. I gotta get my crazy eyes on. But yeah, it really is.
Zoom in.
Sharon is a very selfish person, and this wasn't always in her character, but in the last few years, this is the person she's become. And so it's all about her and her family, not about, you know, even Nick is her family. And that's the thing, is like, you didn't think about the big picture, just like with the Summer thing. You didn't think about the big picture. And it's really immature, and it's unfortunate that they've steered Sharon in that direction. And Aaron Brody makes a good comment, right? They need Noah on the show. That's what's missing. And I'm like, exactly, because Noah would be a good sounding board for both Mariah and Sharon. He'd be the one to be like, no, this is crazy. Don't do that.
Yeah, but he may not come in till after the reveal with Sharon and Sully and everything, but who knows? I mean, Sharon needs as many people as possible telling her that she's crazy and that she needs to just let Sully, you know, be with Nick and Chelsea, because it was Adam's baby, you know, and Chelsea should raise it with Nick. Yeah, period.
I feel that that's the direction they're going, because they're both raising their dead spouse's child, because neither one of them actually has a biological connection, but they have the connection with Adam and with Sage. And that's what's going to be interesting about this story, and hopefully they go that way, because as I say, the more that they put Sharon and Nick in these scenes together, the more I'm like, yeah, you're just going to cop out on Nick and Chelsea, and that's bullcrap. And yeah, and then Dooliman's like, yeah, she's protecting Dylan, as Sharon's like, you know,
No.
it's so dumb. Dylan's a grown-ass man. He can take care of himself.
Exactly.
And
Lynn, thanks for agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Dylan would have understood. Aaron, I agree.
Yeah,
Aaron,
he would have.
He would totally have understood the situation. I need to bring back Noah to talk some sense into Sharon. Lynn, we completely agree with you. I just am waiting for that to happen. Come on, CBS Daytime, new writers.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping is we have this new writing team coming in that are people that were, back in the 90s when it was really good and they really understood the characters more. So I feel that C. Thomas points out, I hate what they've done to Sharon's character. She was Dr. Anderson's victim too, and now she's the villain. And that's the thing is I feel that the new writers may be able to spin this and fix this where Sharon gets the real rehabilitation that she needs.
Yes.
And then can become the Sharon we all love.
Oh, wow. Shayan, I know I'm late today, but I like Hillary doing the news story. I even liked Victor going toe-to-toe with Hillary. By the way, I loved her and her curly hair. I know she did the natural waves. I liked it.
Yeah, to me, let's just start talking about Hillary now, since we're done with Sharon.
Sharon, we're done with you.
But yeah, and that's the thing is Hillary was great this week. I love that she went toe-to-toe with Victor. She looked fantastic. It wasn't her going behind Devon's back, but that's just like, you know what? This is what they want. I'm going to give them what they want. And it really wasn't like dirt. It was, business stuff. It's not like it's about someone's personal life. It's just business. And Devon was a little bit of a pussy in there.
I know. I started to see Devon like cower down to Hillary finally. And he kind of needs to do that for the storyline because like we've been saying, GC Buzz is not going to last with this cookie cutter. Cookie. I
was like, that sounds very.
This cookie cutter news. We need the dirty gossip. So Hillary is completely right. She was completely right kind of outing Billy and everybody because Brash and Sassy, I mean, they represented them so bad. They represented the brand so bad. And she had every right to put them out there exactly the way they presented themselves. With Victor, I mean, it came across her desk, and she's just reporting the gossip. So Hillary, you're amazing. You're good.
Yeah, that was my thing, is I could understand where she was coming from with Brash and Sassy and not wanting to do that because Kane is family. Okay, you had me there. But yeah, this other stuff, it's like, no, you needed to run with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or someone else is going to get it. And she's right. That's why their ratings are down. That's why they're, picking her apart. And I think now they're going to get more viewers. People are going to start liking Hillary. And I think that's definitely the direction they need to go. Will Victor actually buy GC Buzz? We will see. And I kind of disagree. I don't think she really went. I don't think anyone can really go toe-to-toe to Victor.
Yeah.
The minute he just rips off his mic and storms away, she looked really scared. She was like,
oh, crap.
Is he really going to buy it from me?
Well, the thing is, though, is like they've led us to believe that Devon has more money than Victor. Now, he doesn't have as much power, but he has more money. So that'd be interesting to see where that goes. But I doubt that was just Victor being Victor and using those words. But he'll find a new obsession. And I like Doolman points out, Hillary has found her niche. I totally agree. This is a great story for Hillary. And like Demo points out, Lily needs to stop ragging on Hillary. So sick of it. And Lynn Johnson's like, I think Lily is jealous of Hillary for some reason. I will tell you, it's Freudian is what's the deal.
Yes,
because
I know.
when you're a sister and you have a brother, it's not that it's that really sexual tension, but it's that you're protective of your brother and your father, and Hillary's had sex with both of them, and oftentimes pretty close together. So that's messed up. And
yes.
I get Lily's point of view, but yeah, I'm over it.
Oh my, and literally it's so funny because before I came here, my mom texted me and she literally said, Lily is so boring.
Yeah.
She does need a storyline because like I said, she's being portrayed as a real mean girl. And I know she has more substance than that. And so they need to have her stop ragging on Hillary. I think it would be cool if they teamed up and maybe did something together at GC Buzz. And then Devon, watch out. You got two against one. But yeah, her just ragging on Hillary all the time is no storyline. Demo, Devon needs to be hands off with GC Buzz. Hillary knows what she's doing. That's right. She does know what she's doing. Devon, he doesn't know how to make good TV.
I love Doolin points out, Drew would have had Hillary's number from the beginning. Oh, yeah. And then Aaron Brody's like, Lily needs something to do. Please get her out of the athletic club and back to Jabot working as a spokesmodel. I think that Lily needs to be at Brash and Sassy. to me, working with Kane so that they're together more and, you know, make it a family affair there.
Yeah, GC Buzz, Brash and Sassy, you guys vote. Let us know on here what you think Lily should do. Should she work for GC Buzz? Should she work for Brash and Sassy? We want to know what you guys think, because right now this is Lily. How many orders did you send in? Oh, okay. It's like, they really have to show that scene.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we show that Lily still works. That's
She has a
it.
job.
And there was just a lot of scenes like this week that were just like, okay, we're just pretty much like filling time.
There was a lot of filler this week, and I was disappointed because it started out with a bang, literally with Nick getting hit over the head, and it ended with, what?
And it was funny that Kevin did it, and he's like, I happened to Nick. Like, that was so cute. I love Kevin.
And I genuinely got scared. Only me, because, you know, I like jumped when he got hit. That was like kind of scary. I was like, wow, Young and the Restless getting scary. No Walking Dead. So
yeah, seriously.
like crying.
No. But yeah, like, and I love that Kevin left Chloe to go check on Mariah. Like, I love Kevin and Chloe, but at the same time, I just feel that they're never going to get their happiness, that ship has sailed. But with Kevin and Mariah, they have this great friendship, and that ship, to me, is always going to be there. And, you know, like, women are ships, apparently, but yeah.
And my mom actually made a great point. She said now that Natalie's back, that may come in between Chloe and Kevin. Because I guess she has a crush on Kevin?
Yeah, Natalie and Kevin were together briefly, but when Chloe came back, he broke up with her to, you know, pursue things with Chloe. And, you know, that's the thing, is like, Mariah's pretty much stood there with Kevin through thick and thin, through Natalie, through Chloe, and all this, you know, seeing him get his heart broken. And at least with the Natalie situation, he was the one that did the breaking up, but Natalie wasn't always a nice person either. And I hope that her being back means that she's here doing something other than Kevin. I think that she's the one that's feeding Jack the information about Victor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe. That would actually be a really great storyline. You know, she's playing both sides. Hi, Taylor Jones. He just joined the chat.
Hey, Taylor.
Doleman, I miss Drew so much. Yeah, she was pretty amazing. We got a lot of Drusilla lovers.
And I like Dima points out, I want Mariah to date someone else, Stitch. And I would agree. I want to see Mariah move on and then Kevin come to her. I don't want to see them get together without Mariah moving on first. I feel that I like that Kevin ran to her, even like without saying goodbye. Like,
I know.
And that was great, but...
And he seems so natural with her. He seems really tense. I don't know if it's just the actors or the actual characters that are playing it that way, but I notice it 110%. When he's with Mariah, he's goofing off. He's very playful. When he's with Chloe, he's more alert. He watches what he says. You know, he kind of wants to leave before. It's almost like he's afraid she's going to break up with him every second. Him and Stitch are kind of in the same situation. But he's like, before you break up with me, can I leave? Like, he was trying, before she kissed him, Chloe kissed Kevin, he was trying to leave so badly. Watch that scene again. He was so badly trying to get out of the house before, you know, she could finish her sentence.
And that's what I hate with Kevin, is I love his character so much, and that he feels like he's walking on eggshells around Chloe. And I liked their relationship, and I like that they're sort of in this good place, but at the same time, I'd rather protect Kevin's heart, just like Mariah wants to. It's like, a lot of people think that that Chloe is just using Kevin. C. Thomas said that, you know, and I don't think that she is right now, but it's always in the back of her mind that this is there.
Yeah. And Taylor Jones seems to think everyone has a crush on Kevin. See, I think everyone should have a crush on Billy.
I know. You know me.
Like Lacretia.
But yeah, and like the whole Kevin, Chloe, Mariah thing, I agree that I feel that they're sort of testing Mariah with Stitch, and that would be a great way for her to transition, because yes, Stitch is on the rebound, but so is she. And Stitch is not to say that Kevin's not, because I think Kevin is a real man, but at the same time, Stitch is an older real man. He's been through some stuff. And Mariah is someone who has too. Most of it we haven't seen on screen, but like the Ian stuff, we all saw that. We saw how she was treated and things like that. So I feel that Mariah needs a nice guy, you know, and Kevin is that guy,
Yeah.
but not right now.
Yeah, and Stitch needs a nice girl because Abby is treating him so badly. Should we transition to Abby and Stitch?
Yeah.
Because that scene was painful. I mean, it was just terrible. She was just ripping his heart out, and I just so badly wanted to scream, walk away. Like, be a man, walk away. Don't let her have all the say in this. Make her feel bad and make her feel like she's actually losing something, because she is. Because I think Abby is going to realize the grass is not greener on the other side, and that Stitch was actually a real guy, a real amazing guy, and I can't believe he's actually a comedian.
Yeah.
He plays so serious and so stern on the show. I was actually thinking that. I was like, oh, Lacretia says he's a comedian, so I was thinking that.
Yeah, it's like Sean Kerrigan and Christian LeBlanc are both comedians. Same thing with Steve Burton. That's what makes me love Steve Burton so much, is that he is so different off screen. And like, these guys are all really funny. They're stand-up guys, but then they go into these soap shows and just knock it out of the park. So it's really cool to watch. And as I say, I felt so bad for Stitch at the same time, but I felt for Abby too, because she is hating herself in these talks with her mother and stuff. Because I really like the
They
woman
get redundant a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel that, again, those were filler, but at the same time, I like the woman that Abby has become. I don't want to see her regress, because she's realized that, you know what, I don't think I know what love is. And Stitch had pointed that out before they got together. And I feel that she's sort of going back to that place, but at the same time, it's like, don't regress Abby just because that relationship didn't work out.
True.
Yeah.
And I give Abby props for not cheating, because so many times, in Genoa City, when it's not going well, they cheat. And she was actually upfront with Stitch about her feelings, which, props to Abby for that. But I still do feel for Stitch because he's really tried. And he really has put everything out there, and he doesn't want to break up with her, even though he knows that she doesn't really love him anymore. He still is like a puppy dog just waiting there. It's like she literally had to, like a dog, she had to be like, go, leave.
Yeah, and that's what I hated but like you say, Abby did the right thing by saying, not cheating, not letting it linger, just being upfront and saying she doesn't think she understood what love was, that it was all, she's very confused about her feelings. And this is her finally being honest. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to see Stitch hating her. And he points out, I don't hate you, these things, because Abby did the right thing in the long run. Yeah.
Finally. Finally, a character on Y&R did the right thing. Stitch dating Ashley, Demo, no.
Yeah, I don't want to see a Stitch and Ashley reunion right now. I feel like down the road, I would be okay with those two getting back together. But if, her daughter breaks up with him, he should not go running to mommy. I do see Stitch possibly getting drunk and going there, but I don't see Ashley, going that way. I feel like she'll talk him out of it. But I do feel that we're going to get a Stitch drunk hitting on Ashley.
I feel like it would be super inappropriate, especially because Abby has confided in her mom so much during this breakup. Yeah. So I feel like it would be so inappropriate and so heartbreaking. But once again, that's what we're talking about. Soap operas are full of heartbreaks. But our Melvin fan, yep, I've always thought Billy is the daddy. So they think that Billy is Bella's dad. Heidi pointed that out. What do you think?
I know that their scene with Delia made it seem so, but then there's so many other scenes with Kevin. I have a feeling that Chloe thinks it's Billy, but never did a test. And because they were so close together, her sleeping with Kevin and then possibly being inseminated with Billy's sperm she stole. So I feel that she thinks it's Billy, but it's going to wind up being Kevin, because Billy has too many damn kids.
Billy does have too many kids, but yeah, I mean, she was kind of pushing Billy to have another Delia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you never know. And he was pointing it out. They were trying to kind of point in that direction when he was saying, oh, Bella looks so much like Delia. Remember when he was saying that? Victor could be, Victor probably is the dad. You got it.
Hopefully not, because again, too many damn kids. And I like Aaron Brody pointing out Ashley should go back to Neil. Yes. I wanted Nikki and Neil, but you know what? Nikki's never going to leave Victor, so let's go with Ashley.
Oh my God. Everyone has been with everybody. My mind is blown. What do you say?
Yeah.
My mind is blown. My mind is blown. I know there's another word.
Yeah.
You guys can help me out on that one, because my Abbyisms are on fire tonight. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't want Ashley and Stitch to go together, because I think that will be just terrible.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is right now, that's not the time. Later, like a while after, you know, he and Abby are officially divorced, they both moved on, I could see them revisiting Stitch and Ashley, because they do have great chemistry. But just right now, it is not appropriate.
But I do want to see Stitch happy, and I do want Abby to be alone for a little bit and her kind of regret leaving Stitch. I would kind of like to see that. I don't know why, maybe just, you know, but because I think it's going to happen. Like, I feel like she was very rash with, you know, her breakup with Stitch. So, I don't know. I think he's going to move on, and everyone wants that when someone else moves on, to be with them again. So that just may happen.
Yeah, and I would like to see Abby be single for a while, and her sort of explore herself and, you know, go, you know, work harder and do different stuff. Because, yeah, like with Mariah, either put her with a guy or have her explore, you know, her career, things like that. I'd rather see that than just a bunch of, you know, rotating beds. I know it's a soap opera, but no.
Rotating beds, I love that. Erin Brody, she was with Neil before she got with Tucker Lynn.
That was
talking
Ashley,
about
yeah.
Ashley. Lynn's talking about Ashley. Oh, wow. Yeah, they've all been around the block once or twice, a couple times.
Yeah, and that's why it is so great to see people stay together, like Victor and Nikki, even though they've had, you know, so many, you know, different, you know, cheating on one another, things like that. They're sort of becoming the matriarch and patriarch of the show and being the good example, which is funny because, yeah, right now, Jack's the bad guy, but I like it.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's back. And he is definitely on fire. And I mean, he's confiding in Phyllis. I mean, I was very surprised to see him just kind of go back with Phyllis and start scheming with her. I know they share their rival with Victor in common, so he knew he could go to her. And she has, like, I mean, she's pretty evil. She has some evil ideas, and they're right on. Like, I mean, her putting like sending GC Buzz all that information was so smart, and she's so right. Public opinion is everything. If you put it out there, whether or not it's true or false, people are gonna judge you. That's what's terrible about, I would think, about being a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because anyone could say anything about you and they're gonna judge you. So
Yeah, and I have to say, I really liked that was Phyllis's idea, and Jack even complimented her, but at the same time, he's like, that was brilliant, Red. But then he's still like, don't worry, we're not getting back together. Like, he was, and he was adamant with Ashley. You let me worry about this and what I'm doing with Phyllis. And even with Phyllis and Billy, the playing, you know, the locking himself in the room was funny. And Phyllis was freaking out, but at the same time, they were on the desk the whole time. They weren't even on the flash drive. So she didn't think he was going to see it. So that was so funny to me. It's just like,
they weren't on the flash drive at all?
No, she had them on, they were on the desk, which is part of the reason she was a little freaking out, but she'd taken them off. And
I didn't realize that. I was like, I love that scene, though. That was so awesome. And Billy, I mean, I didn't really have a crush on Billy, but now I do. Like, that was, I liked when he, like, threw his tie back. He was just like, he was just so playful with her. But she didn't give him anything. She was, like, full on, like, you know, no. It's like, I don't know, just ever since Jack found out, she has, like, no emotion towards Billy, which I think is so strange.
I know. I feel that that's really strange, but I feel that losing Jack made Phyllis realize she really didn't want Billy. And I see it, but at the same time, I feel bad for Billy, but I like that Billy has sort of just, like, been like, yeah, screw it, I'm going to be fun Billy again.
Yeah,
and
Billy
he doesn't seem to care either. Like, it's fun, and that's one of the bright spots on the show is like bad Jack and fun Billy. I'm like, I'm so glad to see them back, and how neither one of them is really giving, you know, they're giving Phyllis a little bit, you know, but Billy's messing with her and Jack's just using her.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Phyllis, that's sort of why, you know.
Oh, Phyllis deserves everything she's gonna get, but I definitely think that Billy kind of has it out for Phyllis. He's like, if I can't have you, then I'm not going to let you be happy. happy. I kind of feel that a little bit. Even though he's so playful and fun, I feel like he's still kind of upset that she doesn't reciprocate the feelings. And Jack, I mean, he may say, we're not getting back together, but tell your face about it, Jack. He is like, you know, you catch him in those moments and he has that, you know, glow in his eye or that spark in his eye.
Oh yeah, they both still have feelings for Phyllis, and I feel like Billy is just, he's mad and because he doesn't have anyone else to go to, so he's taking it, you know, being more playful and fun, but he cares. But with Jack, it's like, you know, you want to be Taylor Swift, Jack, but you know, you two are getting back together.
We are not going to sing for you because we were singing that earlier. We were absolutely singing that T Swift song earlier.
Yeah, Heidi19 points out in the chat, Jason Thompson said on Twitter that the tie flip was unscripted, and I noticed he's done that a lot lately, because there was one line about the, you know, depends on how you wound up in the gutter when your underwear, like, made a joke, and Jess Walton was clearly laughing. Like,
yeah, they have to improv. You don't understand. Christoph St. John plays Neil. He showed me the script, and they have to learn so much dialogue. So they definitely improv a little bit of it. Not to say that the writers aren't amazing. They definitely do improv a little bit because it's a lot for one person to learn, and they learn a ton of scenes because they film a lot in one day.
Yeah, and that's why comedians do so well, is because they're so used to writing their own material, improving things like that. So, you know, that's what's interesting. Because, yeah, with soaps, they only do 2 takes normally, if that. Like, usually it's one and done.
Because there's multiple cameras, so it's so cool. And I don't know why they don't film that with movies, because they have multiple cameras to get each angle, so the actors don't have to do it more than once. And it's very rare that they actually do it twice. It's normally one take, unless someone forgets their line, which does happen. And I won't point out the actors that do forget their lines a lot, because that's just not how we roll. Young and the Restless.
I know, like, Demo and Aaron Brody are just pointing out, like, Phyllis was just kind of harsh with Billy, and I agree, like, she's acting like she's never had any feelings for him.
Right.
And I feel it's her defense mechanism as it is before, but she's just, like, clearly latching on to Jack. But at the same time, it's like, girl, chill. You and Billy were like friends.
Exactly, and I agree with Sharon. Jack and Phyllis getting back together would be so easy, and I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Aaron, I'm not a Billy fan, but I felt bad for him after Phyllis turned on him. She really did turn on him so quick, but I think Lacretia's right. I think that, you know, the minute she lost Jack, she realized, you know, what she really had in him, and that Billy was just a toy that she liked to play with when she couldn't have him. But now that, you know, he's so accessible and she can no longer have Jack, she misses him. She misses what they had together. That's why she didn't even want to leave the house. She's like, remember the memories, the people make the home, not the furniture. I was just giggling a little bit when she was saying that. I'm like, okay, Phyllis, can you leave? And she's another one where it's like a puppy dog, where he has to literally order her out of the house. It's like, just leave, letting them want a little bit more. You know what I mean? I think that's with everything in life. Leave them wanting a little bit more. Don't overstay your welcome.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, Phyllis, you know, you got a nice butt. Guys love to watch you walk away. Like, do it.
And she's a hot chick. She's been looking great. She's been dressing great. She shouldn't be so accessible. She should make Jack wonder, what's Phyllis up to? You know, why is Phyllis so happy? Is she seeing someone else? Or maybe I shouldn't be so hard on Phyllis because we still have all this history and we still love each other. I don't know. That's just my advice, my dear. Maybe I should do a Dear Abby segment for that.
Yeah, we could add that.
I know, right? I love it. Lynn, yay, Phyllis was acting way too harsh towards Billy. Demo, Billy is so lonely. He is bugging Vicky and Travis. I know, he really is. He's coming in between their relationship. But Travis, we didn't see a lot of Travis this week.
I know, that's why I was like, this week, we really didn't see Victoria and Travis, and they're kind of like the good couple right now. So I thought that was kind of odd, but I think that's pretty much it for the week. Can you think of anything else, guys?
No.
I'm like, you know, as we say, it's been a boring 2 weeks.
It's been a boring 2 weeks in Genoa City, but you know what? It's going to get more exciting. I mean, everyone is such loyal fans. I mean, if you're like my mom, she's been watching it for 30 plus years, so however long it's been on. So that's the amazing thing with soaps like Y&R. You know, people are loyal. Even when it's kind of boring and there's a dry spell, they stick with it. And there's new writers now, so I'm sure it's going to get really juicy in Genoa City.
Speaking of juicy, let's get to our news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, Saturday Night Live alum Sherry O'Terry visited the set of Y&R this week. There was lots of fun cast photos. I know that, like, I saw several with her and Sean Kerrigan playing around on the Price is Right set. Like, you know, everybody loved she was there. Like Christian, Gina. There's her with Josh Morrow, Eric Braeden, and Gina Togioni. And they don't say whether or not she's actually going to come on the show, so maybe it's a surprise, but there were certainly lots of pictures around the set because she's such a big fan, much like Yvette Nicole Brown, and I really like that. I love hearing about famous fans.
Yeah, they normally throw them on the show. If someone's a fan, if a celebrity is a fan of the show, I know Young and the Restless especially, and even Bold and the Beautiful, they'll put, even if it's a reality star, they'll put you on the show. So Sherry, we may be seeing her on Young and the Restless.
Yeah, to me it's like, we've got to give something for her to do, especially considering we have already so many comedians that she can play off of. So,
but will her character be actually funny? Because the comedians are not.
They're always the darkest storylines. But, you know, some bright spot on the show, Doug Davidson, a.k.a. Paul, addresses exit rumors. I know that people started to speculate with Steve Burton leaving, who's his son, and really kind of his only lifeline on the show right now, that he would be leaving as well. And Doug is someone who's been with the show for a long time, so it'd be sad to see him go. And as he said, he's not going anywhere. So I hope that this means we're going to see more of Paul and Christine and them kind of bringing them more to the forefront, especially with the new writers coming in.
Yeah, Christine hasn't been on the show in forever.
Yeah.
But I was actually thinking the same thing with Dylan leaving. I was like, does this mean Paul's leaving the show? But no, he's been on the show for so long, you know, just like, you know, Victor and Neil or Eric and Christoph, they've been on the show forever, so.
Yeah, exactly. They'll find something for Paul to do. But speaking of stuff to do, let's get into our segments. And I just titled this one, Where's Abby?
Oh, I love this. I love that you named it that. It's kind of like Where's Waldo, but where's Abby? So when I know Christoph St. John, and when I visited the set to say hi to him, they threw me in this scene, and as you can see, I'm casually eating in the background, and they gave you real food. I know we were talking about that on one of the. They were like, they tried to give me salad, and they gave me salad with no dressing. So it's like, how am I going to eat this? But they brought me coffee, which I really liked. I kept them going. And then there's me casually walking by Lily, and I whispered, "Don't be so boring." No, I didn't. No. Crystal's awesome. She's very sweet, and I would never say that. Plus, I didn't even know what was going on. They film a month in advance, and it was funny because when I was watching this, I was so surprised to see me because they film so far in advance. It was like a month and a half or whatever. It was like my first show here on AfterBuzz. On the Young and the Restless was like a couple days after I shot that. So it's been a while.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that at least you were able to be in the shot and then we could bring that back to the forefront. It's always fun when you can be like, yeah, that was like my first time on here to talk about it.
You guys and my mom actually care and can spot me. Like my mom was like, I could see you. I'm like, yeah, only you would notice me in the background.
Yeah, for days in GH, because Tony Moore from the Dish and Days show, sometimes we play a game called Where's Tony? And you find Tony in the spots because he's a background for both shows.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, it's always fun to see those little things.
Yeah, I hate background acting, but with Young and the Restless, I would do it all the time. They treat you so well.
They give you food while you're on set.
They pay you well. Yeah. They pay you really well. And it's pretty awesome. And what did I want to say? I know we're moving the segments along, but I did want to say that I spoke with Eric Braeden and Christoph when I was at the set, and they said that I reminded them of Abby, the old Abby.
Oh yeah.
Who's that actress name?
Emmy Ryland?
Yes.
Yeah, she's Lulu on General Hospital now.
Because Victor was asking me why I wasn't Abby on the show. I'm like, well, Victor, maybe you can make that happen. Crystal, she looks like the old Abby, you know, the other actress. So that's just a little.
Yeah, I actually thought that when I met you. I was like, you kind of look like Emmy Ryland.
Yes. Put me on. No, I'm not going to take Melissa. I love Melissa Ordway.
Yeah, she's wonderful. Unless she just wants to be a full-time
Yes.
mom, and then we're like, okay.
You
Yeah.
should be a full-time mom. Stay home with Justin, who's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Justin Gaston, your husband. Okay, enough with me.
All right. Well, no, it's not
Oh, no,
enough
no.
with you. We got to go to your other segment.
Oh, we
Swipe
got my
right.
segment. Let's play Swipe Right.
Miss you, dig you, love you, mean it by. You kiss me, diss me, who the hell am I?
That is my song, Love You Mean It. This is the segment Swipe Right. And there is love in Genoa City, whether you believe it or not. But I am going to give my Swipe Right to dun dun dun. Phyllis and Jack. I mean, come on. He may be saying it's never going to happen. We are never getting back together. But tell your face about it, Jack. He is so still in love with Phyllis. It's so obvious. You catch him like looking at her. He has to look away, and then he always, you know, when he always has to say it. When you have to say, oh, don't think that we're getting back together. Obviously, you're thinking it. You know that there's chemistry there. And he still confides in Phyllis. Think about it. He lied to Ashley. She's the number one person that he can confide in. And I think he's realizing that she's not going back to Billy. No matter what Billy does, she still is being loyal to Jack, and she has only her eyes on Jack. And I think he realizes that. And I think they are eventually going to get back together.
Oh, yeah.
And, I always want to do my swipe left. But that would be Stitch and Abby, obviously, because they're donezo.
Oh, yeah. It's like, that was pretty cold.
That was really cold. But you know what? Like I said, Stitch is going to move on, and Abby's going to realize what she lost. It's going to happen. Watch me. Mark my words. It's going to happen in a month, though.
Yeah, because, even when you're done playing with the toy, I know this is going to be a really terrible analogy. When someone else starts playing with it, you're like, I want that toy now.
No, but it's so true. And you always want, like every ex-boyfriend of mine that, I broke up with, the minute they moved on, I was like, wait, hold on. I mean, we should get back together. I mean, it's just human nature, You don't know what you have till it's gone, and you don't want anyone else to have your toy. Or your guy, or your girl, whatever.
I know, and I guess that's a good segue into the winners and losers of the week here in Genoa City. My winner this week, since I give her so much crap, has to go to Hillary, because I really thought that Hillary was on point all week long. I like that she ran with the story, because that's what the fans want, and that's the comments they're getting. And, that's stuff that we as hosts totally understand, because that's the thing, is if fans want it, you better do it, because it's not about us. It's not about what we want. It's about what you want, because you're the reason that we're here. I don't want to toot my own horn, but yeah, that's the thing, is Hillary did exactly what a host should do. Make it about the audience, and make it about giving the good story. It's not like she did anything shady. It was sent to her. She did it. But at the same time, the loser has got to go to Sharon. And I'm sorry, but I'm just so over it. Like, let's reveal Sully and just move on.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. Demo was saying the loser is Abby this week.
To me, I didn't want to give it to Abby, because Abby did the right thing.
Yeah,
whether
true.
we think that it was cold or whatever, but she told Stitch the truth. I don't think that makes her a loser. I mean, she's losing Stitch, but at the same time, she was able to make a mature decision and be honest.
So I totally agree. Abby absolutely did the right thing. And I don't know if they're talking about me or the Abby on the show. But they want me to be on YNR every week and the host of GC Buzz. I will be. Move over.
You're like
Move
that.
over, Hillary.
Yeah, God, Hillary. Hillary Curtis. I can't believe she's going by her,
I know, right?
her maiden name.
I know. That was kind of a diss. If you want to talk about a shady moment, that was a shady moment and a half. But yeah, no, I agree. Abby's not the loser this week, because she did do the right thing, and she's told Stitch the truth, didn't drag it on, didn't cheat on him. And Sharon, in her crazy eyes, she is trying to play God, and it's not cool.
Yeah, Taylor Jones points out loser to me is Lily, and I would agree, but as I say, Sharon's storyline was much bigger than the Lily popping up every minute to diss Hillary, and I'm just so tired of that. But I feel like we pretty much bounce back and forth between Sharon and Lily, but that's why I want to make sure Hillary got credit this week, because we tend to crap on her too. But I like Candy Candace Mack's comment, winner Nick for being shirtless. Loser is us the fan because Nick put clothes back on.
He did, but he did have that towel on, and he did. It's almost like, I hate to point it out, but it's kind of like how he had a spray tan. He was like way too tan.
He looked really good though. But yeah, I know Aaron Brody's like, right, Candace? Nick is the winner of every week. I'm like, I agree.
He's like way too perfect, right?
I know, and I used to hate Nick because he was so boring, but now I'm just like, Nick is so hot.
He is. He's pretty dreamy. Him and Billy, dreamy. And I think Noah's really cute too. I remember him when he was on the show. I did some scene with him, and I was like, he's cute. What is he doing? Hey, what are you doing, Layla?
Yeah.
So let's get Noah back on the show. And
I know, I keep saying it because I love Robert Adamson. He's so cute, and Noah's just needed. So I guess that'll bring us into our predictions. Unfortunately, we don't have time for phone calls today because we just kept talking. God.
Yes, I know. We're just blabbermouths over here. But you guys can tell us your predictions. It's still interactive, so you guys let us know on the chat what your predictions are, but we'll tell you our predictions right now.
Yeah, Demo wants to put Lily in Brash and Sassy, but Giselle says too many people already work for Brash and Sassy. I tend to see both sides of it. I want Lily to have something to do, but yeah, it is going to get really cramped in that little office. So maybe they need to expand Brash and Sassy.
They can definitely expand Brash and Sassy, especially because it's doing so well now. But I want to see Lily... I want to see Lily and Hillary team up. I think that would be a really cool thing.
Yeah, or I like Gisella's mention here. I think she should work for the Winters Foundation. They would put her with her dad, and, that would be interesting.
Yeah, but I feel like that's kind of boring for Lily. I think Lily, she should put her drama, with GC Buzz because she's pretty dramatic and she, she's the good gossip queen. And instead of directing that at Hillary all the time, she can direct it on GC Buzz. Maybe she could be the head writer or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also
co-host.
It's similar to like TMZ really is. Like you need more than one host so they can kind of banter with one another. And who better to banter with Hillary than Lily? Yeah.
Exactly. And I think Kane and Lily working together could be trouble in paradise because I've also always believed that couples shouldn't work together. It just never ends up pretty. And, even like the men that stay at home and, with the wife, it's like, it just never ends well. It ends in divorce because just too much togetherness, I don't know.
So we don't subscribe to Jill's idea that put Billy and Victoria working together and they're going to get back together. No, they're going to be at each other's throats.
Jill, is it working?
Yeah.
It's not working. No. Plus they both have, they both moved on. I mean, Victoria's with Travis now and Billy is still pining over Phyllis. So, yeah, it's just not working for Jill, but we haven't really seen Jill this week either, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what was missing from this week, because I love Jill. And Aaron Brody has predicted that Dylan will divorce Sharon after the truth of Sully comes out. Oh, for sure. He is out of here. Yeah, and I love hashtag bring Bethany back, our Melvin fan. I agree, because I would love to see Jack and Bethany get it on. I think Jack needs a fun lady, or, like, she could be there for Billy again, even after he was kind of crappy to her, but I'd love Bethany to kind of torture Billy a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. See, Thomas, Lily may find Kane doesn't have time for her as much anymore. Well, that's already happened. He already does not have time to go to the pumpkin patch or carve the pumpkins. He just gets extremely upset about it and then apologizes because Kane's still a good guy. But yeah, I don't even know what my prediction is really for next week. I hope my prediction is that it finally comes out that Sharon either tells everyone about Sully or they find out about Sully. I just hope it happens within the next couple weeks because I'm dying over here.
Oh, yeah. And basically everyone is predicting that Dylan's going to leave town. But I like Candace Mack saying Dylan's going to go crazy like his Aunt Patty when he realizes the child isn't his. Because Dylan has had some PTSD issues in the past. So I'd like to see that flare up again and have him have a really good exit story.
Yeah. He needs to leave with a bang. Come on, Y&R style, leave with a bang. But I think they're going to leave it open if he does decide to come back.
I think
Just
so.
like they did with, because with your interview with Elizabeth Hendrickson, who plays Chloe, she kind of let everybody know that they kept it open for Adam to come back because they didn't know if he was going to stay on the show. On the new NBC show. What is it called?
Yeah, This Is Us.
This Is Us.
The show's already been picked up for a full season, and it is great. I hope you guys have checked it out, because Elizabeth, everybody's supporting Justin because this is like an Emmy-worthy role here, and I feel that he did make the right decision. Damn you, Michael Rady. I love you though. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I feel like we're not going to get Justin back while this show is on.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that we need a new Adam. I feel that the cast is solid right now. It's unfortunate that Dylan wasn't able to fill that role of Victor's adversary, but I feel that Travis is sort of filling that role now.
Absolutely. And I don't know, maybe they're gonna, maybe Adam is gonna come back just with a different actor. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely kind of still bringing up Adam a lot. So I think if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen really soon. And it's gonna happen when Nick and Chelsea get together and when they're raising Sully. Look at, I already have, I've told you what's gonna happen in the next couple months of Y&R. But still, stay tuned and watch. Let's go to the chat. Aaron, right, Melvin, they kill of Dylan. No, Nikki will never. I guess you gotta stop at the top. Start at the top. They can kill off Dylan. I don't know if they're gonna do that though.
I would hate to see another one of Paul's kids die, and that's the thing is like being that he is Paul's son, let's let him go off, whether it's to an insane asylum or just leaving town because his life sucks. I'm okay with that. Like, I don't want to see Dylan die, even though I don't think Steve Burton will come back to fill the role because it's so hard for him living in Nashville and then doing the job. But
Absolutely. I think he's going to leave with a bang, but it's not going to be that kind of bang where he's going to die. I feel like it's just going to be like, I can't believe you did this to me, Sharon. Why would you betray me like that? That's my dramatic soap opera moment.
Yeah, I love how people are bringing up Ronan. I would love to see Jeff Branson come back, guys. I loved Ronan and I love Jeff. That's something I'd like to see. But as far as I know, there's no talks yet. But maybe if we keep talking about it, he'll come back. But I think that's it for us on a Restless wrap-up today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Just always be sure to give us a thumbs up on YouTube, 5 stars on iTunes, and wherever else the Young and the Restless After Show is sold, whether that's SoundCloud, Stitcher, I don't know. We're on a lot of stuff, guys. Just be sure to like us, subscribe, thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever we do. And always look for me at LacretiaLyon anywhere on the internet since there is only one. And where can they keep up the conversation with you, Evie?
You guys can all be my best friends. Follow me at AbbeyScout1. Thank you guys again for tuning in instead of watching The Walking Dead. If you guys are it seems like everyone's Walking Dead fans, but no spoilers for Lacretia. She's literally dying right here. So the fact that she's here with you shows her commitment to the Restless wrap-up. And thank you for your commitment. You guys are amazing.
Thank you guys so much, and enjoy your Walking Dead tonight, as I will be.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.